Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set up an action because you can see that we keep doing the same thing over and over again. So you can actually set up a recording of your actions and then it will make the project go a ton faster, okay? So what you want to first do before you do anything is you want to come over here. Before we get this started, you got to make sure your keyboard is set up. So go to the Apple icon and then come down to System Preferences. And you want to go to your keyboard. Okay, so usually I have this unchecked. So if you have your use F1, F2 keys as standard function keys unchecked, you need to check it, okay? So I checked it before just to practice before the video. So make sure that you have this checked. Once you have it checked, then hit the red button, okay? Now you're going to come up here and you're going to go to Window. And actually, let me just make sure. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Make sure. Okay, now Window. And then you're going to come down to Actions. Okay, and then after you go to Actions, you got this window that opens up. You want to come down here to the plus sign, which is Create New Action. So click on that. Okay, and then we're going to name this Polygonal Shortcut. Okay, and then I am going to say video just because I already have one titled that, but all you have to do for yours is just call it Polygonal Shortcut. Okay, and then don't hit anything here. Just keep everything like that. Don't change anything here. Okay, and then you're going to hit record. Okay, so change your name. You don't need to put in video because I'm just doing that because I already have a title like that. Okay, hit record. Okay, and now it's recording, but we don't want to do any actions yet. So we want to come over here and hit the stop button. Okay, and now what we're going to do, we're going to take the polygonal lasso tool, okay, and we're going to make a triangle because we don't want it to record this step right here because we have to constantly change where we're going to be selecting, okay? So we want just this action, okay? And then after we make that action, we are going to now hit the record button. Okay, so after you make your polygonal triangle, now come over here and hit record. Okay, now this is what we want to record. So we want to go filter and we want to go to blur and we want to go to average. Okay, and then we want to do Command D. Okay, that's what we want to have recorded. Now you're going to come over here and hit stop. Okay, and then that will turn off the red light. Okay, now you want to come up here and you want to find your layer that you just made. So mine is called Polygonal Shortcut Video, but yours is called Polygonal Shortcut. Okay, so then come there and then all you want to do is just double click on that, or actually double click so you get this action. So you get this action options window opened up. Okay, and this is what it's going to say. If you want to change the name now, you can change it and name it filter blur average because that's what we're doing. And then we are also deselecting. Okay, and now you're going to come down here to your function key. Now we're going to either choose 5 or 6. So let me show you what 5 is. So if you say function key F5 and then you hit OK, it's going to ask you, do you want to get rid of your the F5 key is a shortcut for brush settings. So if you guys use that, then don't do F5. Okay, the F6 is if you hit OK. The F6 is for feather, but earlier it told me it was for color. So I'm not sure which one it is for you. I'm going to do F6 for myself because it's just easier for me to hit that key over the F5. That's the only reason why I'm doing F6. And then I'm going to hit OK. Okay, and now let's see if this works. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here. select, okay, and then I'm going to hit F6, and it just filled it in for me, okay, and I don't need to hit the Command D. So I'm going to come here again, do my selection, hit F6, okay, here again, hit F6. I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see. Okay, same thing. Select with my polygonal lasso tool, hit F6. Okay, so it's going to definitely speed up your project now, right? So now it's going to go a ton quicker. I do want to talk to you about sometimes with the color selected, when you do that and you do F6, sometimes the colors aren't exactly what you want. So maybe you want to do an eyedropper, select the color, maybe make it a tad bit darker so there's a little bit more contrast between that shape. And then you could just do Option Delete and fill it. If you're noticing that, okay? If you're noticing it's the exact same color as all the other triangles and you need it to be a different color, I'm just gonna hit F6. Okay, so I don't know if that makes sense to you. I'll talk more about that in class. But otherwise, this should now speed things up, okay? So I think that is it as far as the process of doing your project, okay? And then let me just go ahead and show you. You can see that I'm not even finished with this project here. I'm going to show you a whole video of just doing backgrounds. Okay, so this video here, the one that you're watching now, is just for completing your portrait. Okay, just completing your portrait, your animal, and just doing that. Okay, and you want to just make sure that you don't go too small with your triangles, because then the viewer can't even see that there's been any changes made, okay? And I have to say that faces are difficult, especially with noses. So it's just trial and error, and it's just doing a ton. You can see that I still need to come over here and finish that. So you'll notice when you zoom in, if there's areas that you missed, okay? So you got to just zoom in a ton. Also, if you are interested in doing a um, a animal or a person's face that is symmetrical, you can do this as well. So basically, what you're going to do is you're going to take your, let's see, this project, let me just show you. So it's like that. So you do it on one side, and then you duplicate it, and then you flip it horizontal. So you don't have to do the whole animal, okay? So let me show you. This is one that I will be doing in class with you, and I will be showing you how to do this. But basically, if you are interested in doing something like that, if I turn this on, you could see I've only done this side so far. If you are interested in doing that, then what you want to do is, let me make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay, you're working on it. Okay, well, actually, let me come back down here. Okay, sorry. Okay, so if you are interested in doing a symmetrical polygonal portrait and you have a face that is the same on both sides, it could be an animal or person, what you're going to do is you're going to duplicate your background first. Then you're going to come over here and grab your rectangular marquee tool, and you're going to go to the edge, and then you're going to go find the middle of your animal, okay, and you're going to bring it down, and that's selected now. So now I can just do Command J, okay, and right now it's only this half. So then this would be called my working layer, just like I have it up there, okay, so I would call it working layer, and then I would work on it just like I have here. Let me zoom in, show you what I've been doing. So working on it, working on it, working on it. Okay, once you have that done, let's pretend that this is finished. Okay, I'm going to Command J, and then I'm going to come up here, Edit, Transform, and I'm going to flip horizontal, grab my Move tool, and then move it over. Okay, and then if you notice that there's a little bit of an edge here, what I want you to do then is just select that area here. Okay, and then I could just come over here and go edit, fill, and I could do content aware, and that will fill that in if there's a little bit of a gap. Actually, that did not do a very good job. I don't know why. Let's see, edit, fill. Maybe I didn't. You know what, maybe, let's see if that is good now. One more time. Let's see. I think what I need to do is I need to select, modify, maybe expand. And now let's do. Okay, hopefully that worked. Oh gosh, it still has an edge. Okay, you know what? Sometimes when I do that, I just make a new layer underneath. Let's see if I make a new layer here. And then what I will do is just come to my eyedropper and I'll just come here and get that color selected. And then I'll just fill it with that color. So if you're having a hard time with that, okay? So that's how you do a polygonal portrait that's symmetrical. You just do one side, which is going to help because otherwise it will take you literally forever to do the entire thing, okay? And then this is a project that is completed, and I'm going to show you how to do backgrounds later on in the next video. And then also want to show you, oh shoot, let's see, do I have? And then this was a student's project that they did. So they actually used their car and then they did it with their actual photograph. So then I wanted to show you, and then they did something creative in the background. So anyway, so that's how you do this project. Have fun with it. Spend a lot of time researching what you want to do. And, you know, are you interested in doing an animal? Are you interested in doing a person, an object? Think about what you want to do, and then make sure that you follow the instructions and do the shortcut to make things easier. Okay. My next video will be all about backgrounds. So I will see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.